What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. Where we encourage us to live our lives and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth because it's our life. And personally, I encourage you to enjoy your life wherever you are, knowing yourself is more important than knowing any other thing in this world. You need to know yourself. If you don't know yourself, you will never live your life. You believe in the lives, especially your parents train you to live or raise you to live. You believe in the life, the society wants you to live. You believe in a life. Whoever is ruling over you wants you to live. You are not never yourself. When you know yourself, you will not allow anyone to rule over you without your consent. You will not. But even when you didn't grant them consent to rule over you or because of your ignorance and fear, they make you even thank them for ruling over you, believing that without them you cannot succeed. And they make it even their, um, their main goal to make sure you remain under them, telling you how wonderful you are serving them, rewarding you with certain piece of gold, piece of silver, piece of bronze. Say, yeah, yeah, I'm living well. We are living well. Don't worry, we could, we could. No, we're not. And we are living like that because we are under the system of dominion. So I titled this the system of dominion. Still talking about dominion, and I will keep talking about it because dominion is why we are suffering in this world. Dominion is why we have class warfare. Dominion is why we have hierarchies. Dominion is why we have kings and slaves. Dominion is why we have gods and his flocks. Dominion. Dominion, people ruling over others. So, also, welcome to Bible study. Let us see where we get the concept of dominion from. It is not natural. There is no dominion in nature. Anyone that tell you that you are given power to have dominion over others or over anything, that thing will destroy you. Don't worry, it will destroy you. And they're not gonna maybe relax and say that thing will destroy you. No, they will resist. They have to rise up. Okay, in Genesis chapter 1, 26 to 28, that's where you get the concept of dominion. You can never find dominion in nature. Um, that's why you see some of them tell you that like having sex is like a man or male having dominion over female. No, it's not. Just the same way they do when they tell them to prove the existence of their God, they point to trees or to the cloud telling you, it's God that created it, as if they were there, or even their God have tell them he created. No God have tell anyone it created anything. So don't fall for their lies. Question them. Question them. Do not accept or believe whatever they tell you. They can never give you any reasonable answer. They will always use another lie to defend their lies, try to confuse you, try to make you abandon asking such questions or see it as normal thing. Okay, let it be so. Since I cannot change it, let it be. It's a lie. There is nothing you cannot change in this world. There is nothing you cannot change in this world if you dare to change it. The only thing you know you cannot change is what somebody or some people force you not to change. It's like you take a stone and place it before a running water. You say, oh, this water cannot do this stone anything. You are joking. In nature, because that stone was not placed there by nature. That water will wear that stone. A time will come where you will not see that stone anymore because the water will wash it away, little by little, little by little, little by little. There are some rock today, you pick them up today, they are big or they are small. They used to be big like that, but rain, water, even the earth itself, boom. So understand nature. In nature, change is constant. So nothing can stop you, or no one can stop you from changing things unless they forcefully made you so, which is why they forcefully made Africans not to change their condition, not to change their slavery condition, but accepting it as the right thing, or enduring it as the right thing to do, that God someday will remember them and have mercy on them. Greetings to you too, Amen. Welcome. So I'm reading Genesis 1:26 to 20. It said, then God said, you see, nobody has seen God at any time, yet these people hearing the voice of God. Hearing the voice of whom you have not seen is called delusion, hallucination, illusion. Start with illusion, just interpret, define it. Illusion is misinterpretation of what is real. Yeah, you heard that voice in your head, it's your thought, but you say it is God. That's that's false interpretation or misinterpretation of what exists. I will not say you didn't hear the voice in your head, but it has nothing to do with any God. Learn the functions of your brain, and you begin to deliver yourself from all this God said or God didn't say. Okay? Delusional, persistent, false belief. You have found out your belief have no fact. It does not based on any fact, but you continue believing out of fear and faith. Then hallucination, seeing the images in your head, even with your eyes wide open, you see some images that are not real, but you believe they are real. And you are telling others to believe they are real. That is how all these religions, all this spirituality came into existence. People thinking their hallucinations are real. And you see some of them killing other people to believe the same. If you don't believe it, you will perish. Check every religion, check every spirituality. That's what they will tell you. Ask Africans why you are suffering. Oh, it's because we have abandoned our ancestral ways, spirituality. We abandon it, and that's why we are suffering. No, that's not why you are suffering. God is why you are suffering. That God is white man. It has nothing to do with any spirituality or religion, or because you didn't worship the God of your ancestors. It's just a stupid thought. Just think about it. The God of your ancestors were there when they enslaved them. Then you believe that that same God now will do what for you? Tell me. You even believe that your ancestors who were defeated and enslaved, they will fight for you. You think. You are those ancestors you're talking about. And it's time for you to rise up and begin to know yourself so that you can revenge. Most of us have been taught to hate the revenge. Vengeance. No. No, you cannot revenge. It's God that will do that. Some will even tell you that, vengeance is for fools. No, it's not. Wake up, my people. Wake up, wake up. Know your problem. Your problem is not spiritual. Your problem is not religious. Your problem is physical. It's right there. It's not anything in the spiritual world. It's in this real world. We are the world. We are the one that will rise up to make this world a better place for us. Forgiveness will stop us from making this world a better place for us. Injustice, all those inequality, all those evils that people devise to control other people. Once you're controlling somebody else, you are part of the problem. You don't supposed to control anyone, no matter what you call them, no matter how you have them. You don't supposed to control anyone, including your children. But we have been taught away from our truth, that we think beating our children, controlling our children is a normal thing. But this is where you get that nonsense from. God concept. A God that created you faulty and will punish you for being faulty the way he created you. Then they tell you, no, it is not God that made you that way. God made you well. Devil made you wrong. And God is the one that created that same devil. And God cannot deal with the devil to stop the evil, but he will deal with you. For doing the evil, he allowed the devil to make you do. And you still see sense in it. And when people like us, or like myself, tell you, listen, this doesn't make sense, many things begin to come to your head. Don't worry. When you die, you will see. Don't worry. When you get old, you will say, fuck you. No, even if I get old and everybody abandon me, I will still enjoy my life and I will still not believe in any God. I will not call to any spiritual being. I will not even call to my father that just died last year. Talk less of calling war. I'm a man now. I'm a grown being. I'm no longer little. You can just put me anywhere and taught me whatever and beat me up to accept it and accept it, grow with it as normal thing. No. I ended my slavery when I rejected everything God and Jesus with everything they represent. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image." For the fact that this place is in your Bible, for you to say there is only one God or there's only one true God, you are stupid. Even your God in your Bible, in your book, in your Torah, in your Quran, your God said, "Come, let us." He did not say, "Come, let me." Because as I show you in my last video, verse 1 of this Genesis 1, verse 1 and 2 show you that whatever God make cannot last. It can never last. Refuting Ecclesiastes 3:14 that tell you whatever God does, it shall be forever. It's a lie. It's a lie. Anything God alone makes cannot last. That's why God says he's looking for a man. A God cannot function without you because you created God. Stop believing in God. God will die natural death. Using their term, death. Because they thought when you sleep, they say you dead. And you will not wake up. No, you will be resurrected. If you do well, you will go to heaven. If you do wrong, you will go to hell. No. Your book is that God said, "Let us." Or are you telling me maybe God was talking to your parents when he said, "Let us make"? Or God was talking to your mother? Yeah, it's not your father that impregnated your mother. It is God who impregnated your mother. And God said to your mother, "Come, let us make you." That one didn't make more sense because you don't believe God is the one that impregnated your mother. But you believe God impregnated Mary to have Jesus. In the same book, where you see that God was unable to make Jesus to prove that he made Adam. God didn't, don't you hear they tell you that the Adam of the Bible is the first Adam. Jesus is the second Adam. It's in the Bible there. So if God made Adam from the dust, why he couldn't make Jesus from the dust also to save the world? He has to impregnate a woman to confuse you that yes, God can make such happen when God did not do that with your mother. For the fact God did not impregnate your mother to have you, you don't supposed to believe that God made any virgin to have a son. God said, "Let us make man in our image according to our likeness." What is the image and likeness of God? Because when they tell you image, they say God made this. You don't know what they're talking. You think they're telling you just religious thing. Why people are smart. That's why they came up with this nonsense and you believe it. The God's image and likeness is let them have dominion over other things, over their fellow human beings, over their family members, over their community, over their country, over wherever they are. They begin to have dominion. They don't have dominion over the fish of the sea. Do you believe that man has dominion over the fish of the sea? You got to see now. There's some spot of the sea no man has reached. And there are some animals and there are some fish in the sea that man dare not come close to. But you believe man has dominion because they swim some part of the ocean and kill some fish they can, and you think, "Oh man, no." There are some fish even with all your weapons, they cannot kill them. They are in the ocean, and your weapons cannot get down there. Are you arguing with me? Go and Google the missing Malaysian airline. For years now, nobody has found it in that ocean. They say it fell in. No prophet, no God, no divine power, nowhere that flight, and all the people in it, all of them missed till today. Yet you still have people that are arguing there is God, and this God can do whatever. Nah, man. Listen, whenever you read about the image or likeness or creation or anything of God, it's talking about dominion. And they run this evil system through everything in this life. That's why they corrupted the whole world. They made the whole world sinful and telling you are sinful. And they created a Messiah for you, Jesus, saying he will save you. Or if you obey the 10 commandments or the commandments of God, you'll be saved. They are evil. So let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air. You don't even have dominion over the birds of the air. You see how you wish not to see locusts come? Locust army. If they come, you will run away because everything green, they will finish all of them and you will die. We don't have dominion. That's why we begin to kill them, attack them, kill them, because that's the only way you can have dominion. You cannot have dominion without killing. The people that tell you thou shalt not kill are killers. And they continue killing till tomorrow until we wake up and stop them. Africans were the only people that weren't killing like that. They weren't having dominion over people. They were civilizing other people, opening their eyes, building roads for them. We give them mathematics, we give them electricity, we give them all the science and technology we're enjoying in the world today. But today we seem like, whoa, we want to learn science and technology from them. That's smarter than us. Why we are the one that taught them all that? Say, have dominion over the cattle. Okay. And remember you worship cattle too, right? Over all the earth. Man have dominion over all the earth and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. That is white man right there. Definition of God. Look at white man, you understand God. You know who is God. White man is God, and God is our problem. 27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him to do what? Have dominion. But this is the part they always ignore. They say, male and female, he created them. This is not chapter 2, where they will tell you that God made Eve from Adam's rib. No. Originally in their book, he said that God, male and female, he created them. He did not say he created male first before female. No. Male and female, he created them. Who brought the inequality between man and woman, or male and female? Who put female under male? Who? The same people that wrote this nonsense. If you read chapter 2, you see where they put female under male. And chapter 3 also. Saying that man must rule over woman. A desire must come from man. Imagine. A woman's desire will come from the man. A mother's desire coming from her child, her son. Think. That's why they tell you Mary went to him and said, the wine is finished. He said, woman, what do I have to do with you? My time is not yet. You can't tell me what to do. Well, how dare you? And what did the woman say? Whatever it tells you to do. Is it not how your mother raised you? Is it not how your mother raised you? You that is spiritual, you that religious. Is it not how your mother raised you? Whatever your father said, oh, do it. Whatever God said, do it, good. And even when you know it's not nice, you say, okay, my mother said I should do it, let me do it. Mothers are the reason why we are more spiritual and religious and stupid today. Our mothers, spiritual and religious mothers. That's why I'm calling our women to wake up so that we can end all this nonsense. Verse 28 said, then God blessed them. When you say God has blessed you, look at Christians. When do they claim that God blessed them? When they are better than you, when they have more money than you, when they dress better than you, when they have anything they think you don't have, they say, God has blessed us. You see, because we believe in God. And you see some stupid people believing them. You know how many times they have been telling us, oh, give your life to Jesus, all shall be well. When you come to the Lord will see you through. All your problems, with all your curses will turn to blessing. You are suffering generational curses. When you turn to God, give your life to Jesus, all of them will disappear. All things will be new now, which are all lies. Say, God bless them, and God said to them, what? Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and do what? Subdue it. We are suffering today because these evil people are trying to subdue us, the earth. We are the earth. And they are trying to subdue us. They have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. Can't you hear their language? You are speaking their language, but you don't want to hear it. These people are out to have dominion over every living thing that moves on the earth. And that's why they tell you you are a living thing when you are not a living thing. You are a living being. You are not a living thing. You are not an animal like, say, animals like all these ghosts. You are not like them. If you're an African, you are different. You are not like white people, Africans, black people. We are different. If you don't agree with me, use the slavery or the enslavement they still have or the dominion they still have over us to learn that. If I have dominion over you, I am not one with you. I have to deny that we are one family to have dominion over you. Even your parents have to deny that they care about you to have dominion over you. That's what they did when they take you to church, when they take you to mosque, when they take you to shrine to dedicate you to anything. They have denied that they care about you. Because if they care about you, they will not take you to dedicate you to someone else. They will wait for you to grow up and do that yourself. If you have to. Dominion is forcing people to live the way they should not live. Forcing people to live contrary to their nature. Forcing people to worship. Forcing people to believe. Forcing people to accept your nonsense you call God or creator. I have no creator. My parents did not create me. God did not create me. I was not created and I cannot be destroyed because I am a living being. If I am a living thing, you would have created me or destroyed me. I'm not a living thing. Animals are not even a living thing. They are living beings too. But that doesn't make us one. They are animals. They are in their nature. I'm a living being. I'm in my nature. And as African, stop claiming you are a human being. We are original. They don't want us to talk about that original. That is what nature is. That's what the world is. That's what the earth is. Look at their book. They are against the earth. They are against the world. They are against nature. They are for imaginary beings. Because that's the only way they have dominion over you. Telling you God sent them to as the chosen ones to dominate you, to have dominion, to tell you how you are living is wrong. The way they want you to live is the right one. So the systems of dominion we have today, I will start number one, as I've been mentioning, slavery is the system of dominion. And how can you say you are against slavery when you worship God? God ordained slavery. In Exodus 15:3, God is the man of war. Slavery. For you to enslave people, you have to war against them. That's why they are called prisoners of war. That's why they are called, captives. They capture them in war and enslave them. How about Deuteronomy 20? Let's read it. I must read it. Because many things are there. And your pastors won't preach there. If you go there, he will pick the parts that say maybe favor them. I will read 10 to 14. Deuteronomy chapter 20. 10 to 14. He said, when you go near a city to fight against it, you see, they are not coming near to you to live with you. Come on, can't you see the Arabs and the Europeans against Africa? When they came near to Africa, they were coming to fight Africans. But Africans thought they were coming to do business with us or they were coming to learn from us. No, these people are warmongers. He said, when you go near a city to fight against it, then proclaim an offer of peace to it. People that came to fight you offer you peace. When they tell you that Jesus Christ is the Prince of Peace, they are lying to you because Jesus said he did not come to bring peace, but what? Division. Luke chapter 12, verse 51. He said, and it shall be that if they accept your offer of peace, which is a lie, and open to you to come in as Africans did to Arabs and Europeans, then all the people who are found in it shall be placed under tribute to you and serve you. All the people that willingly accepted you, they look at you, they say, okay, though these people are not the same color with us, but they have the same structure that we have. They are our fellow, okay, they are our fellow, or they are our neighbor. Neighbors, let us welcome them. They open door for you to come. You tell them, no, I'm for peace, I'm not for war. No, I will never fight you. I love you. Oh, God created all of us. We love you. We are equal under God. We are creatures of God. Oh, no. They open. Then he said that everyone in that land must become your slaves. And anyone that dare not to be your slave, what will happen? Hear what he said. Now, if the city will not make peace with you, but makes war against you, which is normal thing everyone that is living must do. You don't love your enemies, you fight against your enemies who comes to fight you. That's how it's supposed to be. He said, make war against you, then you shall besiege it. And when the Lord your God delivers it into your hands, you shall strike every male in it with the edge of the sword. Do you see the reason why it seems like we have more female than male in this world? It started with these evil people in invading and killing all the male, leaving the female to rape and produce people that look like them through them or with them. He said, kill every male in it with the edge of the sword. Matthew chapter 10:34. Jesus is the sword, right? But the women and the little ones, the livestock, and all that is in the city, all its spoils, you shall plunder for yourself, and you shall eat the enemy's plunder, which the Lord your God gives you. God is the creator of slavery. Slavery is not African thing, it's white man thing. Arabs and Europeans instituted or invented slavery in this world. That's why their God is the God of war. Their God is the God of subjugation. They use war to subjugate women. They use war to turn women into man's property. Exodus chapter 21, read it, 7 to 11. The subjugated women, Genesis chapter 3, verse 16, women must be under men. Ephesians chapter 5, I think 21 to 24, if I'm still correct, he said women must submit to their man, whether they like it or not, as if they're submitting to God or Jesus. Slavery is system of dominion. And so long this system remains, white people have dominion over us. Go to your dictionary and check for the definition of dominion. They will tell you that those areas that France occupy in Africa is called dominion. That's their dominion. Those areas British occupy, that's their dominion. They have dominion over Africans. All the areas of African, they have dominion over them. Check the Berlin Conference of 18... is it 18 what? 18, I've forgotten, either 1840 or 18... Oh, excuse me. How can you have Google in this time and you still like struggling with certain things? Berlin Conference. Just that Berlin Conference. 1884. 1884, that dominion still stands till today. Remember, they came in the name of the Lord. They came in the name of God. There was God, there was Jesus in 1884. Africans, where was your God? The God of that your God of ancestors. You say that's one. You abandon Bible God to worship that one. Where was that God or those gods when these white people had that Berlin Conference in 1884? 1884 is not far distant time. It's not in antiquity. 1884. Where was your God? Where was this God? Where was this Jesus you are worshiping today? When these people had this Berlin Conference, all of them, including Russia, all of them were there. That's where they divided Africans and have dominion over Africa. And Africans today will come. speak the same slavery language they taught us that I'm speaking now. No, you don't know what you're saying. What authority do you have saying that? Idiot. Why can't you live in your village? That's the authority I have saying that. For the fact you cannot live in your village as we speak now, prove me right and prove you wrong. Slavery, the system of dominion, God of war and subjugation, that's slavery. Without war, there will be no slavery. And the sure sign that slavery is subjugation of women. And until women comes back to their position, our suffering continues. When you are subjugating women, you are subjugating yourself. Because you're supposed to be together with women, not you marrying them as your properties, buying them as your properties in the name of marriage. That's the second thing. Marriage also is the system of dominion. Marriage supports misogyny. Marriage supports sexism. Marriage supports male chauvinism. And when you tell them there's some culture also where women can marry multiple men, they say, no, we don't want that. It's not according to nature. Which nature? The nature you're talking about is not nature. You're talking about the evil nature, the system they gave to you. Marriage. For you to, the foundation of marriage is Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. That is the foundation of marriage. That's why they will tell you, God ordained marriage. Marriage is not African thing. Africans weren't having marriage before these evil people came. We were having family. And when you are talking about family, not you and your wife and your children. No. Family is what you call community today. Family is what you call village today. Family is what you call tribe today. Family is what you call kinsmen today. That used to be family. Not where you'll be buying women and all that. You say, oh, incest. White people are the one that brought incest too. There's no incest in nature. No. Or you don't see the he-goat mounting the she-goat, the mother that gave birth to it. But they taught you, oh, it's wrong. No, it's not. You heard it from me. Go quote me anywhere. You can hate me all you want. You can even come and say you're shooting at me to do anything for me to end. I cannot end. You kill me, I come back. You kill me, you do me a favor. I will be born again. I will no longer be born in a Christian family, Muslim family, spiritual family, or religious family. I will never. Instead, I remain in the earth until I see a great family that don't have any belief system. That I will come in there. I grow and continue where I stop. How about leadership? Many of you don't know that leadership is part of the system of slavery or dominion. Leadership, this leadership is like one person leading over. Go and check for the definition of dominion. Leadership, one person ruling over others. Having king, nonsense. You're not supposed to have a king over you. Read 1 Samuel chapter 8, 1 to 20. You see how they tell you a king must live. And they tell you that, since you want to have a king, this is already, nobody wants to have a king. They tell you, oh, the people of Israel, one day they tell Samuel, Prophet Samuel, you are old now, and your sons are misbehaving. We just want a king like other people around us. That's how they taught you that Africans were practicing slavery before they came. Africans never had kings before these evil people came. We never have kingdom and serfdom in Africa before these evil people came. Anytime you talk about kingdom, you are talking about slavery system. We had no gods and kings in Africa before these evil people came. They are the one that brought the system of dominion to Africa. Africans were living natural life as every natural beings or natural beings live. Leader, you don't need a king, you don't need a queen. You don't need any king over us people. Africans, let us wake up. Leadership is not African thing. We were living as people. And when you're talking about, taking care of ourselves, we have the elders. We respected our elders. They have the final say in the land. And every family has an elder. Every family have elders, not even an elder, not one elder. Elder, not one person controlling the whole people. No. That's why they make you, even in your family, they make you to have that system of dominion too. Oh, this one is the most elderly person here. So whatever he says is right. No, even when that person is saying foolish things, they want you to respect the elderly. No, Africans were never like that. Anytime Africans come together, they begin to bring their ideas. This is what we do. It's even there in their book. Genesis chapter 11, it said, people say, come let us make, come let us build. Not one person come and say, I have an idea, and all of you must bow before me, like Donald Trump. Whatever I say is the truth. Whatever anybody says is fake news. No, just believe the one I'm saying. I am wiser than the wisest people all in this world. I am the only one that's saying the truth. Even when people quote what I say, they are not saying the truth. I'm the only one. Anything you hear from my mouth is, and you hear even people telling you that they know that Trump cannot lie to them. They say that. The same thing you hear Christians or Muslims or Jews saying about their God. They believe their God cannot lie. When in their book, their God lied to them, they say, no, God cannot lie. It's impossible for God to lie. God cannot lie. So why are you still alive? That you are still alive today because God lied in the Bible. He said the day Adam and Eve ate of that fruit, they will end, they will die. They ate it, they didn't die. That's why you still here. You that believe in the Bible. And that's why you are wearing clothes. Because without Adam and Eve eating the forbidden fruit, you will remain the way your God created you, naked. You won't be wearing any piece of anything on your body. It is sin that made you wearing clothes today. And your God succumbed to that sin by sewing something for you to wear too. After you find out you already made yourself from nature. But God has to kill an animal to make covering for Adam and Eve, according to their book. Another system of dominion is money. This is the most crippling one in our society today. Without money, you are not respected. Without money, you are considered misfit. Without money, you are considered stupid. Without it, no matter how great you are to the people, if you don't have money, they don't care about you. When we were growing up, wise people were more valued than rich people. But today, rich people are valued than any other people. And when they're talking even about rich people, those people are not actually rich. Only the thing, they have money. Having more money than other people doesn't make you rich. Learn what makes people rich and wealthy. That's why you see when they make that money, what do they buy? They go buying lands. Because they know money is not really, especially Africans. Majority of you believe is having money. Africans don't need money. We have been living without money before they came. They are the one that brought money system to us. Slavery system. Today, your money is no longer even your own. You put in the bank, that bank close up. What will you do? Nothing. Nothing. Money. Everybody has price today. What is your price? Before they used to tell you, no, you cannot buy me. This person will say, you cannot buy me. Today, you can buy any type of people you want to buy. Your parents don't want to follow you to go marry. You just go and rent some parents. You pay them. They come there, perform better than your parents. What are you saying? Like when my family members say that I cannot do with family. In this time and age, when money talks and bullshit happen, you say I cannot. Unless I don't want to spend my money. If I want to spend, I just make posts, tell people I'm doing so thing. In fact, for 1 month, I'm coming to Nigeria. I will spend 1 month. Anybody that come to my house will eat free. Enjoy yourself. Many people will become my family. They will be fighting for me. You say, because the same parents gave birth to us, you can insult me now and want me to shut up and want us to continue. Oh, no, you have to, no matter what, that's stupid sayings. And that's one of the things that keep us in bondage. Nonsense words of wisdom. What that doesn't make sense, we say is word of wisdom because some elders say so. Before, they used to believe if you have people, you are more than you are better or greater than the person that have money. Today, it's the opposite. If you have money, you are better than the person that have people. People for what? We can't live in our village despite all the money. You see the video I just shared in Umunze, a town that used to be hustling and bustling, you know. He never, especially around that their Nkumunze. It's never a dull moment there, unless in the middle of the night. But business always go on there. Even it doesn't matter the day or business. On Sunday too, business is going on there. Anytime I go to Nigeria, we used to go there, buy food stores, you know, buy things we need. I want to fuel my car. Sometimes I go to that. That's where they see it, like Wharton area. I think that was this today, Sunday morning. They made that video. People running away from their villages. The flavor, that Bania, the flavor, the one you listen to his music, singing, you know, all this Ababola, singing where they're spreading money, telling you, you know, that big boys in town, they come to do this, you know, God is with them. But his father died. He did the funeral in Enugu State, and just went and threw the father in the ground in the village and run back to Enugu State. All the things you used to say is abomination in Igbo land has become normalized. Before it was an abomination for Igbo people to have their traditional marriage in Lagos. Even in Onitsha, they don't do that. You have to go down to the village. Somebody dies in your family today, you no longer go in. Before they will be like, oh, you didn't come for the burial. Oh, the father died. No. In some villages, in some towns in Igbo land, you pay people to bury your loved one, your family members that died, and you will not be there when they do the burial. Because if you come there, they will kidnap you and kill you. As we speak, it's not in Gaza. It's not in America. It's not in Russia. In fact, no African is supposed to be talking about any other country in this world except Africa. But they will not talk. Anytime they look at Africa, they see evil. They see hellfire. But when they look at Europe, Asia, America, oh, I want to go. I must do everything. I say my land. I want to go to America. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Asia. Money, money, money. That's why they wrote in their book, Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 19, telling you that money answers all things. We grew up with that mentality, money answers all things. Yet they will still tell you the love of money is the root of all evil. But they need money to build the house of God. They need money to pay the servants of God. They need money to feed the servant of God. They need money to do the things of God. The same people that tell you money is the root of all evil. Because they already tell you that money answers all things. Then they tell you money is the root of all things. So for you to continue having faith in God that cannot help you, as the money will help you. How about the other systems of dominion that you call culture and tradition, or spirituality and religion? I want you to know this. All those things you call culture and tradition or spirituality and religions in Africa, those things are meant to make you a worshiper. You continue worshiping what you don't know. In your culture, in your tradition, in your spirituality, in your religion, you are worshiping what you don't know. Look at the cultures and the traditions in Africa. They are, you see, their masquerade is a only male cult, male. In some area, you see some female, but it's still imbalanced. They separated themselves. Oh, this one is for female, this one is for male. That is evil. Anything that separates man and woman is evil. It's anti-nature. That's the cultures we have today, separate man and woman. The tradition we have today, separate man and woman. Spirituality, separate man and woman. Religion, separate man and woman. And they want me to come and argue with them. I've said this before. Let me say it again, and I will continue saying it. Who or what you dominate will destroy you with time. That's why I use that river, flowing river or flowing water with stone or rock as an example. Put it in its way, you will think, oh, you block it. Don't worry. The water will always find its way. And it will weigh out that stone or that rock you place before it. When you have dominion over others or over something, it is like sitting on a time bomb. Time will come when it will explode and destroy you too. No dominion is permanent. No matter how you try it, You see, the people that are having dominion today over us, the reason why they will not stop having it is that they continue keeping it alive, even using us to do so. They know that the only day they will end having dominion over us is the day we rise up to resist them, fight them, to fight to have dominion over them. That's the day they are having dominion over us will end. No amount of prayer will end it. No amount of prayer, no amount of faith will end our slavery condition. It is only us that will rise up and resist them. It is even in their book. Let me show you. Isaiah chapter 33. Isaiah 33. One of my favorite scriptures when I was a believer. Hear what he said. Woe to you who plunder Arabs and Europeans. Though you have not been plundered, have we enslaved Arabs and Europeans? No. We are the one they have enslaved. And you who dealt treacherously, though they have not dealt treacherously with you, when you cease plundering, do you see why the world powers will not cease having dominion or fighting to have dominion over us? Because when they cease plundering us, they will be plundered. They will not plunder themselves. We are the one that will plunder them. They are plunder us till now. When we wake up and they resist them, we will plunder them. When you make an end of dealing treacherously, they will deal treacherously with you. They are betraying us in every way. The day we rise up to stop their betraying us, they will betray also. So they have dominion over us because majority of our people still believe that our suffering or our slavery is permanent. Our condition is permanent. All you need is money to just live your life and go. You know, our suffering is permanent. Just born children in the same suffering. The children will be suffering also, but you have hope. You know, when you all die, God, you will make heaven. That's why you believe. You believe in God because, you know, this world is finished. You know, this world is useless. Our condition is permanent. Fellow Africans, there is need for revenge. There is need for vengeance. No forgiveness, but fairness. They wrote it in their book telling you do not revenge because they want you to remain in bondage. Is it not there in their book? In Romans chapter 12, they tell you, you know, do not repay evil with evil. You know, leave vengeance to God. Then in chapter 13, he tell you that all those are in authority, God put them there to rule over you. So if you do good, they will not punish you. But if you do bad, they don't bear their sword in vain. They will strike you. Wake up, Africans. An eye for an eye will make the world a better place for us all. The evil people will kill you. An eye for an eye will make the world blind. It's a lie. It is believing in God that makes the world blind. It is letting others to rule over you that makes you blind, makes the world blind. When your eyes is open, you will see nobody have two heads. Then why should anyone have control over your life or rulership over your life or leadership over your life? Or being king over your life. You see, these politicians, let them have the same measure as you have. They will tell you, no, we don't need government. They tell you we need government because they are the one in charge. You are suffering, you are voting for them, you are campaigning for them, they are using you as touts. They are using you as bargaining chips. Don't you see how many people following me? Yeah. Because I'm the chosen. God chose me. Yeah, they are my subjects. Evil. I'm calling us Africans, black people everywhere. Stop being door hinges to other races. Black people, enough is enough. We have suffered enough. Stop producing children. Stop birthing children. Stop giving birth to children until you fix yourselves. If you don't fix yourself, your children will continue suffering. If I know what I knew then, if I know now what if I knew then what I know now, I will never have a child. I will never, no matter what they say. I will say, is there any way I can castrate myself? Go remove it. I don't want to have a child or children. And I'm happy that I was never desperate to have a child in my life. Never. Even before we have our daughter, when I get married, I told her before we get married, listen, we're gonna stay at least 5 years to establish ourselves, have means of support before we having any baby. But all of you think, oh no, when you see woke people, these people has been woke before they were born. Only they were misled or miseducated away from themselves, from their truth. That's what they name us. Anybody that name you have power over you. They didn't ask us our name. They just name us whatever they want to suit their own desire. And we live all our life defending that nonsense, our slavery. Stop being door hinges to other races. We are the world. Let us live like it. Let us live it so. Not abandon it. Let us enjoy this world. We are the world. There's no God who created this world, and there's no God who can end this world. The world has no beginning, has no ending, just like us. God has beginning and God has ending. And that's why it is people who created God that are still fighting for God to remain. But remember, no condition is permanent. And our slavery condition is not permanent. This system of dominion must be destroyed and replaced with the nature as it was before they came. Gordon.